Yeah.
Grand Rising, Elizabeth. Good. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. It is February the 14th, Black Love Day.
Is that how to do it? Wait a minute. I'm doing
Right,
it
like
wrong.
this,
I
like
gotta make,
that.
yeah, I gotta have it down
Yeah.
and my fingers are acting weird. There we go. There we go. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Yes. The
Valentine's Day.
sun decided to come out. I noticed that it was daylight, getting daylight a little earlier when I got up this morning. So we're inching toward the spring.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to get out in the garage and start sorting and getting ready
Me too.
for the summer.
Too. Get in the dirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I did plant, but no, I'm cleaning out the garage to organize the make and takes that I do. So
Oh,
yeah, and being outside, and I'm gonna put my feet in the dirt a lot more this summer.
please. It is
More.
so nurturing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So you garden?
No, but I do flowers and stuff. But this year, that's my goal to get a garden. But I'm a flower person. I do the
Oh,
grass. I love putting my hand in that dirt and just making it beautiful. So,
oh,
Oh
nice.
wow.
yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, that's great. Okay, well, let's start out the morning right with our mystical goddess tarot.
Hmm.
And I've already chosen her. Didn't there I go losing the page again? Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. I chose wind, child consciousness.
Hmm.
Okay. When child of wind, consciousness. This free spirited child of the wind is pure consciousness, filled with the wonder of life as she flies on her dragonfly without judgment or agenda. She is open to all possibilities, aloft in the present moment of eternity. The wind child is here to help you come free of any perspective of limitations. She will help you release your opinions, agendas, and past memories and open your mind to the unlimited possibilities all around you. She brings the purity of consciousness that is your birthright so that you may see with a perspective that is free and open to all opportunity. Isn't that great?
Hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
that's great. That's great for today.
Hmm.
That is so apropos. I love that. Yes, child of the wind, consciousness. Yeah, I like the part that we're releasing the opinions and agendas, sort of along with what the music that you started us out with, Queen, when he says, your judgment in check, put your um all the things you put in check to soon as you start to feel those feelings, you put them in check and say, no, 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 we're not doing that.
Right.
Oh,
Got that covered. Got that
yeah,
covered.
yeah. Grand Rising. Well, hello, Aisha. How are you? It's
Hi, I'm
good to
good. What
see
about
you.
you?
Oh, we're doing great. We're doing great this morning. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. I do apologize. I did not see um your messages, but we are glad to have you here on this Black Love Day.
Yes. Happy Love Day to y'all.
Yes, yes,
Grand
As
Rising.
well.
Yeah.
yes. So we have pared our show down to an hour. So let's get started.
Okay.
Um, I would like to know what you're up to.
Uh, So, it's been a few things. I've been still in the role with my art and also doing mainly commissions. Last year I have done a few mural pieces and blessed to do a few pieces for some businesses. Uh, such as Miracles and Blessings. I did a window mural piece with them. The piece I showed you. And
Mhm.
also, last year I was really focused on curated shows for artists and doing art shows and things like that too. So I feel like my art is kind of expanding beyond the canvas into the paint parties and everything. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to, and also planning events
Okay.
for the
Yeah,
remainder of the
paint parties seem to be a thing now.
year.
I mean, I do the make and takes, and that's a party. It's usually a couple of hours, but um, where are you going to perform those classes? Do you have a space?
No, I don't have a specific one space. The beauty I want to really expand and bring this to organizations and different groups, to kind of add on to their events and what they have going on already. Because I look at painting as being like a real therapeutic process uh to do, and I just want to provide that space to those.
Mhm.
So right now, I feel like I've been focusing on organizations who want to host the paint party or different businesses with both adults and children. Um, One of my friends, Tia, she has a nonprofit and she does workplace um like professional developments. So for the first half, she may do chair yoga with them, and the second half, I come in and do a painting with them related to whatever the message is. So,
Mhm.
and I like to focus on like Ndinkra symbols or any type of symbols, but of course, too, if it's a theme, I could draw up a picture to fit the theme.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love Adinkra symbols. I really do, and there's so many of them. I
Mm-hmm.
actually have you know among my many to-do list is to get some more rubber stamps made out of them. There's a several companies that do great rubber stamps, and I would like to have a set of them. So that's one of my planned things to do is to have a good set of Adinkra symbols and a lot of other things. Yeah, so that's on my list of to-do list. So what I wanted to know, and one of the particular questions I had was, how do you paint a mural? I mean, how do you go about making something like what 6 times bigger than you are? I mean, especially when it comes to the faces. I see the mural that you didn't, and that's beautiful. The tree. Um, oh, that's beautiful. Yes. I sent it to you, Queen. If you can.
Yeah, I see it. And
Yeah.
do you say Asiana? Is that how you say your name, honey?
Oh, Asiana.
Asiana. Oh,
Asiana?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, do you have a website or a Facebook or something that I can pull up some of your pictures?
Yes, my Facebook, I'm going to type it in the
Yeah, put
chat
it in the
too.
chat for me.
By Asiana S.
Yeah, because I noticed as I now that we have a car, have had a car for a few months, and I've been able to travel around the city, seeing just all of a sudden you turn a corner and this beautiful
Yeah.
mural is and as I was telling Queen and some of the ladies before, I don't know what it is they're building on the old Eastland lot, but it
Mm.
is gray and depressing. And I hope they put some murals up.
Mhm.
I hope I mean, that could really shine if they did that, if they hired some local artists to do that.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Mhm.
and thankfully too, I'll go back into your question. as well. But Detroit really is coming up with the art scene, especially with City Walls Detroit, where maybe 2 or 3 times out of the year they do competitions or call for artists where they they have like maybe 10 to 15 wall spaces in certain neighborhoods, and they want artists to apply and send their drafts and drawings on um what the mural would be like depending on a certain theme. Like usually the theme would tell around music or the history they want you to touch to the community in the area. So City Walls Detroit, they really been doing a good job with putting artists on and uh promoting artwork around the city.
Yeah, I
And
know that area over there on Grand Boulevard, and we used to hold Hug Detroit over there. The what's the name of that? Vanguard Community Development, and they had yeah, artists all up and down Grand Boulevard. It was really nice, really,
mm,
really. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's really cool seeing Detroit come up like that. Even like another group too called Blackout Walls. And this past summer they had a festival as well. But they went around the city, they literally painted certain walls black and had a long list of artists come and paint those walls. And you had artists of artist friends who came to help their art friends do the walls and ended up getting walls themselves. So it's really going up. But to going back to your question about the process, um, it really starts with the conversation, the vision about what the client wants. I'm really trying to understand their vision. Then I go to have my little handy dandy iPad and I draw up like a digital idea on how it will look. I will show it and we will kind of go back and forth until they're pleased with the results. And then I will go in and paint as well.
Mhm.
So um the only conditions I really haven't painted in was snow, but even to the miracles and blessings painting was something that I've done in like a colder, it was around November or December when I did that one. So
Mhm. Mhm.
but yeah, and I just as long as I got the vision of the idea, then I just go ahead and paint. And of course I use certain paints for certain projects. Like for the window one, I use enamel paint, which is mainly like a window or mirror paint. So it'll
Okay.
last and stay unless someone actually go and scrub it off.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
And what sort of paint would be used for like the brick or the, what sort of,
Brick Mainly like spray paint,
oh,
because
that's,
with spray paint that's quick and easy. It can go in all the crevices and things. And sometimes depending on uh the piece I may do, I might go back with paint and
mm-hmm.
straighten up the lines and stuff. But yeah, mainly spray paint with textured walls, and you could use a regular hand paint for smoother walls.
Okay.
So
Something I noticed, I guess, I know I grew up thinking, of course, the propaganda was that, graffiti was bad, and, you were destroying the property. And I know that a lot of people still have that mentality. Um, but what I noticed, and is that when I would go to buy, because a friend of mine he gives me we call it laser poop, the remnants of what he does when he makes his clocks. So, but I noticed they would always be in brown, and I like color, and I like having color in the classes, of the little pieces that he provides me with. So I looking for paint to just spray paint the pieces. and I was noticing all the different nozzles and I mean, spray painting murals has just blossomed into this, people in airports who paint. I saw someone paint someone's suitcase, and just I said, oh, this is great. I mean, it's really great how it has evolved. And now, I believe it is a staple, and it is no longer has that negativity of being, destroying property. I I actually would love to see um neighborhood houses painted, you know.
Oh, yeah.
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 There is a couple on Forest, because on Van Dyke, because the family home is on Forest, and around the corner, the lady has this whole corner, and she has her house, I guess, in the other house, and she had some young adults come in and paint a beautiful mural on the outside of the house, and it really looks nice. I said, yeah, houses should be.
Yep, I really do. Like I said, I like how Detroit's coming out with the art because it just make Detroit look so much for fun and festive. And I would love to see a project like that with the houses on the outside uh muralized.
Mm.
Uh,
I like the tiny house movement, and I
mhm.
saw a video, and it was they had built this whole, like, 100 and some tiny homes, and they were beautiful, but each one was painted differently. So that village looked really smart. I loved it. It was terrific. Just different artists just painting these houses. Can you imagine living in a house that's painted, you know, with your personality on the outside? That would be just so terrific.
That
So
was nice.
terrific. Yes. Oh, I
Oh,
love your website.
I had also sent to
Her Facebook, just her Facebook.
I had sent the link as well, to my Google Drive, where I have like a list of paintings, and I'm going to send in my link to my Instagram too.
Okay. Okay.
So now these are all videos I see.
Yeah,
I love that woman there. That's beautiful. Yeah,
Here.
I like that. The middle one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, I had called that one sacred. That was a part of there were some artist talk videos I was doing where like for that piece I just sat and talked about her and the dimensions of it and the inspiration. I want to get more into that where I do the artist talks and talk about the piece, because one thing that I have started to notice as artist is not just about painting. It's really about expressing and learning how to speak up for your art and show it off and stuff. So that's especially what I'm doing with my kids. Uh, I'm a art facilitator at Patton Recreation Center. And we have a couple kids now, but we want to get some more. So if you guys are have children open, uh, right now on Mondays and Wednesdays, 5:30 to 6:30, we have paint classes at Patton Recreation. And of course, like membership is like $5, but that's access to all of the classes, including painting.
Where
Okay.
is
Where is that
where?
located?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Southwest,
South.
yep, Southwest Detroit. Let me get the exact.
That's you say Patton, Patton.
Yep, it's on Woodmere Street, 2301 Woodmere.
Wildemere.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
WOODMERE.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You said Monday and Wednesday. Yeah, my grandson. Ooh, he's really good. He's really good. I'll send you pictures. Yeah, I'll send you pictures of what he has done. He's more into anime, and I want him to broaden his horizon. That's what I want, and I'll
Yeah.
see if he's interested. Let me ask him. Let me consult with him because he's
Yeah.
12 years old, going on 13, and has his own opinions. And
Yeah, that's when it starts.
how dare he?
What are the ages, Asiana? What are the
we
ages?
the youngest I had, I believe he was about 6, so it goes 6 on up, 6 to about 17.
Okay.
Mhm.
And those dates are Wednesdays. What days are they?
Mondays and Wednesdays from
And
5:30 to 6:30.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's something I noticed. Because when my daughter went to Waldorf, I was very heavily involved in the school, and during the summer, one summer I did classes with the kids, and I realized, with kids you just have to put the stuff out and let them be. You
Yeah.
may have an agenda, but your agenda flies out the window in lieu of their creativity. So
Yeah.
it's fun to see what they come up with. I don't know if you remember, Queenie. Do you remember the building that you were in on Jefferson? And when I brought all this stuff, and this young man, he built a bike out of those little pieces of wood, a
yeah,
3D. And it was, I mean, yes, it was fantastic. It was just fantastic to see what they did. It was.
can we listen to what she's sharing here?
Yes.
Yeah, let's. Mm,
Peace, y'all. My name is Asiana, and today I wanted to talk about my piece, Sacred. So, Sacred, she is inspiration from sacred geometry, necessarily with the circles. And in sacred geometry, too, when you put those circles together as a collective as well, they're all interconnected. So it represents the interconnection that we need to have with ourselves and with everything around us. And also the circle representation means infinity as well. So it just keeps going. So whatever you're going through in life, just keep going. Just like in a circle, keep evolving, keep revolving as well. And I want to use a touch of brown and gold and white to show a sense of natural elements and tones, and white for a sense of purity as well. So this is my
awesome.
Yes.
That's great.
Thank you. Yep. So those are examples of some artist talks I would do for certain pieces and posting.
I don't know. I have to ask. I don't know. Do you know Charmaine Harris of Avalon Village? Have you ever met her?
I haven't met her in person, but I do know of her, been seeing and hearing of her.
Yeah, I have known her since 2007. It seems like I became a part of the community, I think, in 2007. And I painted because I like to paint on fabric too. I like to paint on fabric. And so um I painted a woman um for the door because she had renovated the goddess market. It's the Moon Ministry, the house. She had gone through and renovated the whole space. And so the top floor, you know how those buildings over there, the houses have that attic space. And so the I know it with Charmaine, she turns any place beautiful, and she turned it very, and I think she hung it on the door that where you entered the space. I haven't been over there to see where she hung it, but I used a product called Lit, which is a glow in the dark, or it lights up you know, after it's been in the sun all day, then at night when the lights go out, then whatever parts you paint with the lit, it
Oh,
it lights up. So I really, really like that product. I mean, it's really cool, you know. And so yeah, I mean, I like doing that. So I don't know about doing a whole side of a building though.
Yes. Oh, yeah, then when it gets to things like that, like other methods that I've seen artists do. I haven't used it yet, but like the projector method on if they have their pleats drawn out already, then they project it onto the wall, and that would be like the accurate way of making sure that everything is proportioned correctly to then get to the things of having to rent out those levies to
Yeah,
get up,
yeah,
down.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
Yeah.
I also thought maybe they used because they advertise they say that, you know, the old artists used to use that, what's it called, the Lucy,
mhm,
called the Lucy, and yeah, it projects it projects something that you want to draw, you know. It, you know, probably some artists use shortcuts, but yeah, using your own drawing in the projection and projecting it big onto the wall. That sounds,
mm.
you have a small one that you know, some of us artists buy things that we never have opened up the box. So I have a projector. I'm not sure. I think it does that. I'm not sure. I got it, you know, half price at, you know, one of the Michaels or
Mm.
Joanne years
Maybe you should.
years ago. So
Yeah,
um,
I'm glad to hear you say about the projections, because I was always wondering, how do they know that that line should be way
right.
up there and,
Mm-hmm.
and all of that? What is your education around this? How, I mean, you look very young. So what is your, and did you learn the murals in school, or you learned that afterwards?
All of my art side really came from experience and just networking. Cause I did go to school, but it was mainly for science. Like I went to New Orleans for college. So I went and got my bachelor's in chemistry, my minors in math, and my master's in education. But while I was down there, what kind of I've always been artistic and drawing and things, but when I was down there meeting art majors and people who are pursuing art, really, and one of the my art colleague, she was throwing the art show, and she invited me to be a part because I showed her a piece that I did or drew out and stuff. So that was my first art show I was a part of. And even the past year or two, like I said, with City Walls coming out with these call for artists. So I'm applying to them and learning, and even to run into friends who's doing their murals, and I'm practicing with them, and they're giving me tips on certain things like how to use the spray nozzle or the differences in the spray nozzles. So it's been a learning experience that way, just trying it on my own and also helping my friends out with their projects, with their art projects and murals.
okay, okay,
That's beautiful work here.
yes,
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Thank you so much. Oh, and I had also put in the chat too, like a Google Drive folder with some pictures of art pieces and my Instagram too.
Absolutely beautiful.
yes. I know Danielle will be really upset with me. Um, we're all learning here with the technology, and she would be very proud of you in the way you have all your videos up there, and your website is all together, and we're like dragging our feet.
So it says I need a request.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay. It should be sharing now.
So I have a question. It's obvious this is your gift. At what point in your life did you realize this was your gift and your God-given purpose? How old were you when you realized that?
Uh, I really feel like it didn't set too much into maybe 2 years ago.
Mm.
After the midst of doing all of this, because I I don't even know what. I guess it would just, yeah, the inspiration would be around my art friends and like, oh, okay, well, I would go buy my first paint set. And when I made my first painting, it's just I really stuck to that afterwards. And then I remember when I first did the paint classes, it was just something for fun or something to do, another creative way to, I don't know, make money in a sense. But then I started to see, oh, well, people really find this to be really relaxing, meditative. So it really started to feel like I was providing space in a sense and not just doing something. So it had to be about like 2 years ago when it started to kind of click like, okay, I'm a artist that's putting a message out there, and I I have all these ideas and things, and even too thinking about how I could watch a movie and come up with a painting in my head, or hear a song and come up with a painting, and how it would just be sad to me to leave this earth and not have even painted as much as I've even thought about. So just that feeling, just putting out my gifts, just keep on painting and providing space for others to paint. I even reach a thought in my mind. I wanted as many people to at least try to paint or take it home as a meditative way.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I got it.
okay. Um, yeah, thank you, Asiana, for reminding me that I guess I have been providing, me and my partner, who has now since been an ancestor, provided the space, non-judgmental. There's no competition, and it seems to relax people. And a lot of people who are retired from their jobs, love to do something outside. And I love to prove people wrong that they can't paint, because you
Yeah.
can't. It doesn't have to be a figure. It doesn't have to. It can be just paint thrown on, just like we did shaving cream and acrylic paint, and boom, you've got color and you've got shapes that you never. And then the folded paper we did, where you put the drops of paint on. Like this, I like the shiny cardstock. And then when you open it up, oh my goodness, if you go to the bathroom upstairs over at the loft, you'll see um Mama Het's press paintings that she did. So I say, well, just the simplest things. It doesn't take a lot, but sometimes when it comes to art, I'm a little bougie, and I want the best for you, or the best that I can provide, because then it lasts long. It lasts, for a long time. So I really, really thank you for I thank the universe for you, and providing spaces so that people get back, you get back to your God self when you're creating.
Yes.
Definitely get back to your God self.
Yes.
And to provide that in every space, and then when you get into the community of people who are doing it, then you find out that a lot of people are doing it, and then my mind just gets blown and explodes with all the, because you're talking about, getting high. That gets me high. It really does. It just takes me there. So wow, look at all that. I feel like I'm so, but
Thank you. I also I see some scroll past too. Like I'm a face painter as well, so I face paint at different paint parties, organizations, and events. Um, there have been times where I've uh did live painting, so I would go to an open mic and I would come with a blank canvas and I would just paint the entire time, and by the time the end I'll have a piece done. So it's been kind of cool seeing the expansion of what you can do outside just painting on the canvas at home. Could really expound on it. And that's what you said your nephew that does the anime. You could tell I said that too, especially with just drawing. It's a lot of things he could do with that. He could teach somebody else how to draw anime. I remember um when I was in eighth grade, drawing. This one girl, I liked the way how she draw her figures, and I thought it was like a step up to what I was doing. So I just asked her for her tips and tricks, and I started drawing that way. So even to he could do his classes or tips and tricks he could share with people, and it's just all different stuff. Print it out and sell prints of it. He could do like an anime class as well. It's just a lot. It's just a lot.
yeah, it's my grandson. It's my only grandson. For people who have more than one grandchild, I commend you out to, because one is enough for me. I don't know if anyone has thought of it, but we have our annual Elizabeth Visionary Conference coming up, and you talked about painting in real time, and that would be something we would be interested in having at the conference, as someone like maybe in the auditorium when the presentations are going on, painting in real time. That would be great. If you would be interested, we'd love to have you, I think.
Yes, I can do that.
Yeah, it's May the 4th.
Mhm.
May the 4th, and it'll be from 10 to 6.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
keep it in mind, and we'll reach out to you again. Yeah, so if anyone else have any questions for Asiana?
Well, I just know your work is beautiful, and I like how you do the little short videos along with your work to explain what you're doing. That's really I've not seen that as a presentation, so that's really cool. What's your next project?
Well, I do have a coffee and tea business that I focusing on a bit more this year, but it's also like a combination of like coffee, tea, and art. One, I'm not even gonna say, well, yes, it's one day. It could be soon or near. I don't know how soon, but I would love to have a space like a coffee shop to house all of those things, like the art, a space where I could curate art shows, serve my teas, and talk about that, and provide a space for community, really. So I've been focusing more so with that and vending around popping up. Also, next month in March, on March 10th is my birthday. I'm going to do like a tea brunch party to kind of talk to everybody about the coffee and tea, and going to have artists there as well. So that's my very next coming up thing, is the tea brunch party. And I'm actually sending out information this week for it, so I'll definitely let y'all know too.
Okay.
Well, sounds great. Sounds great. You have
Awesome.
a date set already?
Yes, it'll be March 10th. Yep,
that-
that's a Sunday from 12 to 3,
What, is that a Saturday?
a
No.
Sunday
Yeah.
from 12 to 3.
Mhm.
Okay. How can someone get in touch with you for bookings? I think this is an excellent, excellent opportunity for young people, which you already started, but I do an after-school program, excuse me, at my church, and I think this would just be excellent for these young people to begin to learn how to do the art, as well as, I like that indigenous people type arting paintings that I saw that you do. I just think that's wonderful.
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, my information, I do have my number is 248-416-0297. And my email is also arts by Asiana, ARTBYASIANA @gmail.
Mhm. Why don't you type that in the chat, babe?
I bless you. I send light and love to you. I know that the universe is going to just pour its abundance down on you.
Mhm.
I'm thinking, oh, it left my head. Come back, come back, come back, come back. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh,
Go back, go back. It'll come back. It'll come back.
yeah,
Can I ask the question?
Sure.
Mhm.
Okay, if you've already answered this, I apologize, I'm just coming on. Okay, there's art and artists. Some draw, some paint, some do other things. Is it all, no matter what it is that you do, is it all under one umbrella and one artist? Like there's not a different name for an artist that draws? Is there a different name for an artist that paints? Is there a different genre when you paint on a building rather than on a canvas or a even the floor or concrete? Or is it all under the same umbrella?
That is a good question. I would say there are some different names, like uh more specifically muralists. So those who paint on walls or like a larger scale outside of the canvas, um you would call that a muralist. So especially someone who concentrates in that would call themselves a muralist. Um Other than that, because my mind is going to sometimes I go on this app called Thumbstack, where people look for different types of uh artists, but not even artists, is any profession really. But I seen like how people are looking for a painter. And sometimes painter, I had to look and see exactly what they mean by that. The painter could be somebody that just paint the wall white, but also too sometimes they get mixed with muralists as well. But that's the only two distinction I'm thinking of right now, like painter and muralist. Um, yeah, when you do say artist, it's kind of vague because you got musicians and then you got the painter artists. But that'll go into a visual artist or your fine artist too.
I remember what I was gonna say. And the fact that nowadays, more than ever, we can teach anybody, young adults, that they can make money with their art for doing virtually to nothing. I mean, just the fact that you can make money and there's no longer that term, the starving artist. You no longer have to starve. So I think I like that. And did you say thumbtack? THUMB?
Let me see exactly how it's spelled. Yeah. Oh, thumbtack. So thumb and tack. THUMBTACK.
Okay.
Thumbtack. Yeah, thumbtack.
Because I can always think, because there's always little projects that I like to work on, uh that I'd rather somebody else do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I like the carts, the rolling carts, but I want something different, like for paper that's to stand up, and I need something to put all that up. I took apart like 20, no, maybe 40 wallpaper books, sample books, and so cut them out, and they're all nice and neat, and I need I need something to put them in where they won't be wrinkled and stuff. So I need somebody that's a carpenter, that doesn't mind doing work, because the carpenters I know, they're ladies' husbands, and they just do this stuff for their wives. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
kind of selfish, but anyway. Yes.
So,
Okay.
so the thumbtack is not, I'm in Google here. It came up, thumbtack official. These are people that you hire for, um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, different types of services.
okay, all right,
So
all right.
it's like you could go on as the person who's searching for a professional, or they have a app where professionals could go on and look for work too. So it's on the flip side of the coin.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This
So
gives,
if they have
For answering the question.
yep, yep, where it say yep, you could either hire a pro or find some customers. Yep.
Okay. Yep. House cleaning. Oh, that's great.
mhm.
Oh, essential home services for sure. For sure.
Yeah, that's pretty cool
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
to keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's been all right so far. It's been cool.
Did you put yourself in there? To
Uh,
give
yes, I,
service?
I, yep, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay.
And I had, yep, underneath art.
Yeah. Art fish. Yeah. Um, okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks for that little tip.
Mhm.
Love it.
Muralist. You're under muralist?
Yes, I should be. Or, I think you could type in my name,
There
but
you
oh,
are.
they're right there.
Oh,
Is that your logo?
Yeah.
Girl, that's sweet.
It
Yeah.
really is.
Queen, can you make it bigger?
I don't know if it can be bigger than that. Can you?
That's all right. I have oh, there we go.
Mhm.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Mhm.
You did that yourself? Your logo?
Yeah. Like I was, just, on my little iPad and I just drew something. Y'all like it? 'Cause I feel like I did it quick. I ain't know.
I love it. I noticed you use orange and yellow. I'm kind of into colors. Is there a specific reason why or do you like orange and yellow, or is
I do
there
feel like I gravitate more towards it, and I do connect colors a lot with chakras at the feeling
Yeah.
of. So with orange, it is like that creativity color, so that
Okay.
burst of creativity and connected to that. And yellow represents like your power and will to do things. So I do like the combination of
Okay, I
it.
noticed that a lot in your paintings.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
So we're kindred spirits because I like boho feel, the boho feel, and I'm always gravitating toward these colors, especially the oranges and the reds and just my go-to, and when I make my jewelry, which I don't have in my earrings on, but when I make my, it's usually those colors because, I want people to be able to read it, and if it's too dark, they can't read it. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So, yeah, Facebook has been showing a lot of bohemian. I said, oh, that's me. That's me all day long. So I printed out the picture for inspiration
Mm.
and gravitate toward those colors. And I need a new purse. So I decided I'm going to paint my purse. I'm gonna paint it this time because usually I don't paint it, I just make them. But this time I'm gonna paint it, and I want it bright. I want the colors to like pop.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like those colors as well.
Yeah.
Especially orange. Orange is my baby. And I
Mhm.
noticed that you're left-handed, so uh all power to the lefties. Yeah, I saw you in one of your pictures. This arm was not moving and this one was going to town.
Yeah.
I'm left-handed with dainty things. My
Mhm.
power is in my right hand. So if I'm,
Mm.
doing something hammering or anything else, or I need to knock your butt out, it's going to be with my right. But
Uh,
left, I do all the dainty things. When they were teaching us how to, write, you know,
mhm.
and print, everything that they would do with the right, of course, the teacher would be right-handed. I would do it, of course, I'm going the opposite direction, and then I would go backwards, which would make my hand flow to the right. So when if a person wanted something done on the windows, like for around Christmas, the holidays, I could go up and just write it backwards so that it shows the other direction when you get out there
Oh, wow.
Uh,
on the other side. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Friend
Yeah.
she's an artist too, but she got shut down. I mean, as far as creatively, when she went to school in New York and
Who's that?
Sabra, she was going to be a fashion designer, and she was actually on. Remember Kelly and Company? She was actually on there one time, and I don't know if you remember Kelly and Company, Asiana, 'cause that was a long time ago. But yeah, they just when they put on, this is the way it should, this is the way they should you is what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
creativity flow. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, lefties.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes I be using like my other hand as well. It really depends on if I'm trying to get something specific, then I have to just switch the hand or something. Then
Mm-hmm.
my other one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But those big things, like you said, those big things I could do with my right, but when it comes to intricate, then I need to switch over to my left.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that. Well, it's been a joy having you here. Glad um you came on, and we have to come on. You had to come on again, and Mama Evelyn's going to connect with you about you might check and see if you're available on the 4th of May. That would be our second anniversary as Grand Rising Elizabeth.
Okay.
And we're going to do it over at the Detroit People's Food Co-op.
Oh, okay. Is that the spot open it up on oh
Yes, yes, and that's the weekend, that Wednesday, the 1st, they are doing a soft grand opening. And then
okay.
we would be the event that's going to be, so it's a lot of focus on that event.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're gonna have vendors. We're gonna have vendors. So, if you want a table, have somebody man it for you, that would be, great too. That would be a good idea.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
That'll
Oh,
be good.
wow. Well, it is 9:57. And we just followed spirit today. I just love it. Got to do things on the fly.
Uh-huh.
But
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
This was so nice too. I love being back on and talking to you ladies as well. Yeah.
Mm.
enjoyed you.
Yeah,
You've been on before?
Yes.
I've been on one time before.
Oh, okay.
show was
Mhm.
it? Was it
I-
on Wednesday?
I think
Yep. On a Wednesday. I forgot if it was like earlier last year or maybe towards the end of 2022.
Okay. Was it
Mhm.
your invitation or was that Mama Het?
Oh, lollies.
Oh, Lolly. I love Lolly.
Lolly, I love her too. That's my sis.
Yeah, yeah. Well, ladies, if you don't have anything else you want to say, want to share? I do have, when we have our meeting, we have, Jo Mawu. I went to her fashion show, Saturday, I think it was Saturday. And, it was wonderful. Jo Mawu is fabulous fashion designer, and she will be performing at the Elizabeth at the show.
okay.
We'll talk more about that Friday. And Thursday is Transformation Thursday. So, we'll be with Rev in the morning, breaking it down, going deep, bringing it up. And so we are really looking forward to that. Brenda, you're going to be able to be on tomorrow?
Say what?
You're going to be able to be on tomorrow? I know you go to your Weight Watchers on Thursdays. I guess we'll see. Still got to get that camera working.
Yeah, so we can see your beautiful face.
Yep. We couldn't even find a, I don't know where you're at now because I had to type your name in and stuff. That should be coming up, but we'll work on that. All right, beautiful people. Give yourself a big hug. And hug the world.
Mm,
Mess going on.
yes.
And pray for our political world. Pray for them people. Pray. We don't even know who to vote for. Just like, just have to throw it up to the Lord.
Yes.
But I am, well, I'm just gonna throw this in here anyway. I am for Marianne Williamson's, who is coming from love.
Yes.
I'm straight for love, because whatever's happening on the other sides, I just don't know. But so I'm just in my little political throw out. And sprinkle goodness on everybody. And I will see you next time I see you. Bless you.
Morning. Love you guys.